Hello and welcome to your reading. This reading is going to go into your general energies to start. We're going to see what's coming towards you over the next 4 weeks. First card out is Ingenuity. We have some ideas brewing. Someone may be getting a very inspired, creative idea at this time. We also get Music with the number 27. There's a lot of creative energy surrounding you at this time. And the last card for general energies is Signal. So you'll be hearing communication very, very soon. You're going to be getting some important information very soon about one of your creative ideas or the results of an idea that you've had in mind for quite some time. It seems that that idea may be taking root. It may be coming to life. At the bottom, we have Alpha Centauri, which represents courage, with the number 42, which reduces to a 6, which represents balance. So I get that for those of you tuning in today, your life is about to come into a state of balance. It is about to experience a big change with regards to one of your creative endeavors, one of your ideas that's coming to life. And you will be hearing some kind of information, some kind of news very soon. There's something almost like exciting surrounding you. And I'm very drawn to the light in the background here for this card. It's almost like angelic music, almost like a blessing, an unexpected blessing. So you're being surrounded by this kind of harmonic energy. And there's something that you may never have imagined. There's something that seems a bit magical that's coming your way to bring balance into your life. And you're going to be hearing about it here very soon. Let's dive in a little deeper to see what this is about. This represents your ongoing energy, the energy surrounding you for the next 4 weeks. So something kind of magical, kind of exciting is happening around you. Whatever it is, it's linked to something that was birthed out of one of your creative ideas. First card out we have is Willpower. We had Courage as well, I think. We had Courage come out, or at least I felt that. So something took a lot of willpower, a lot of courage for you to do. And it's probably taken at least 1 year, if not more. But something's also coming full circle. So I get the sense that you guys are being presented with an opportunity or an outcome. This could have to do with your career, coming full circle, finally getting some big breakthrough. Oh my God. I knew I felt courage. I thought I had already seen it in the cards, but here it is. That's confirmation. Oh, I did. No wonder. I was like, I thought I was going crazy, but that was the card I showed you earlier. So you got double courage, actually, with Alpha Centauri. That was the background energy. And now you got courage in another deck as well. Something took a lot of willpower, probably took taking a big risk, maybe a financial risk, maybe a reputational risk. There's something coming to fruition or coming full circle, something that you're going to see the conclusion of, a big project, a big endeavor. This could be, even for some of you, a lifelong dream that you've been working towards. Could be something to do with music, with art, or just with a general creative idea that you've had. But it seems like you're drawing in the outcome, the finality of a situation that started long ago, and you're being supported by all this magical, angelic, harmonic energy. And things are synchronizing with great harmony around you, almost like coming together in the physical realm after a long time of being in the ethereal. You know, it started as the seed of a thought, and then it grew into expansion of ideas, creative actions that were birthed from those ideas. And now we're coming to a time where in the next 4 weeks, you're going to see the payoff. You're going to see the outcome of what you've done, of your contributions, of all that courage, of all that energy you flowed into that particular endeavor, coming to fruition here on the earthly plane. You see the earth here. You're going to see things that you thought of, that you even told yourself, I knew that. I knew that would happen. I knew that was coming. There's something about that here. You're going to start to see things manifesting in the physical realm that you could already sense, or that you knew were coming, or that you've been working towards for a very long time. that many people may have told you was not possible or had a very low chance or probability of realistically coming through for you. There's something about that here for those of you tuning in. The bottom, transformation, all right? So there's a big change, a big transformation coming. It's physical. You're going to see it, taste it, touch it. You're going to feel it. You're going to experience it here in the physical realm. Something is coming through from the ether into the physical. Something pretty significant. And inspiration is the last card out, yeah. So you've inspired whatever came, has been inspired by your ingenuity, by your creativity, by your passions. There's something that you're giving birth to on this earth in the next 4 weeks. Something is really coming together for you or coming through for you after a long time of planning, of pouring energy into this, of tweaking your plans, but still continuing on the same path. There's some major project recompense that you're going to see come through for you here in the next 4 weeks. So let's get into the details. Okay, first card out is the Knight of Blades. And this one was in reverse, the Knight of Blades. This is definitely not a new idea because this came out in reverse. This is not a new endeavor. It is not a new idea. It has been a long time in the works, a long time in gestation, a full year at least, a full year in the making. And I'm hearing something, for some of you, this has to do with sounds or music. So I don't know if some of you have like a musical career or something to do with people listening to what you have to say, or maybe singing, maybe creating sounds, beats. For some of you, it is something linked to a creative endeavor. So here we have the Six of Coins, and this was also in reverse. So there was something that you felt you needed to create balance in your life, and you've been working towards that. You're like, I need this much money before I can be financially independent, or I need this much support before I can go public with this idea. There's something about that, and it's going to be different for each of you. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of project or goal that you've had for at least a year, possibly more for some of you. And right now it's coming up because there's something about to pop off with regards to that project. And I do see that balance will be restored and balance will be provided as part of this process. But I do also get that for some of you, you felt like you didn't always have the support or the resources that you needed to keep going, and you did it anyway. You still kept going regardless. So we have the King of Blades. This small idea grew into a much larger idea, kept getting refined, kept getting fine-tuned, and then inspired you to action. And you've been taking steps towards it for a while. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Swords, but in reverse. So in the past, pursuing this idea, this creative endeavor, it really was challenging because the world did not have compassion upon you. A lot of the people in your life told you that it was not a pursuit that you could go after, that it was not something worth trying to accomplish, said that the probability of success was very low, that you would be disappointed. And yet you didn't hear those voices, or you didn't let them get to you, because I see that you kept going and you still kept stoking that fire and nurturing that idea to life. Ten of Swords. There might have been a point where you even stopped. You had to come to a full stop, or you felt like it was over, was done, had failed. Some of you may have failed at least once with regards to this project before, but then you would just get right back up again. And with the Sun card, you pushed through. You started fresh. You just learned from that failure, and you said, okay, this next time, I'm going to try it this way instead, right? So I'm picking up here on some very major endeavor that you've been working towards for quite some time. It's taken a lot of effort. You've done a lot of it by yourself because you didn't really have the right support system in place. And in fact, you had to push past the negativity of others around you who didn't believe in this idea, didn't believe it could be possible. I see King of Wands here and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so it's a true pair, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Since they're not looking at each other, I also feel that for some of you, this has put strain in your relationships. It may have caused you, pursuit of this may have caused you to focus on things outside of romantic connections, like goals, activities that took time away from you being able to socialize, being able to build a bond. So I see that for some of you, this has impacted your ability to kind of nurture your romantic connections. It may have even led to arguments or confusion about your level of availability to invest in a romantic connection. And for some of you, you may have been like in and out of short-term relationships that never quite stabilized into anything more long-term or significant, because people could see that you've always been chasing this dream or this creative endeavor and that you're very passionate about that chase. Almost like they felt like they wouldn't be the number one priority in your life because you have this big dream, this big goal, this big wish. So that said, that is like the main thing coming through for you for the next 4 weeks here. And as I mentioned in the beginning, there's a big buildup here to a physical, tangible outcome that you're about to experience. So let's see what that is. Tell me what's coming. Yep. Recognition and reward. You're going to be recognized. You're going to receive exactly what you've been working towards. You're going to get that moment of like, I knew it. I knew I could do it. I told you so. I knew I had this. You're going to be publicly recognized. The people who were naysayers are going to realize that you really, truly did this, that you got it done, that it was possible, and you're going to inspire others who would have been too scared otherwise to pursue a big dream or goal like you have. You're going to open a new pathway that others are going to see and be inspired by. You're going to open this pathway because now people who started where you started, who thought this was completely out of reach, are going to see that there is a path to follow because you created one. It wasn't there before. It took a lot of figuring out, but you did it. And we have harmony with the number 6. So again, balance will be finally restored into your life, because once you accomplish this goal, you are going to feel back to being in harmony with your dreams, with your desires, in harmony with what you knew was truly possible inside your head that nobody else externally would validate until now, because now there's no denying it. You've accomplished this. I see a lot of success for you. I see you really getting exactly what you wanted. Solar plexus, lots of 3s, lots of 6s, lots of balance. Coming in, you see 3, 3, which reduces to a 6. 6 is balance and harmony. The 2 is also balance. It's also union. It's also truth. In this case, realizing the truth, understanding your true nature, your connection to the divine realm, your ability to powerfully create the life that you desire. All of this is like being unlocked and unleashed. And lots of 3s, lots of celebration, lots of recognition. So I expect you'll be invited to parties, or you'll be throwing a party because there's so much good news for you to celebrate this month. In February, Aquarius, your life is going to be so spectacular that you're going to just have to rejoice and celebrate. There's going to be several announcements, several good news events happening for you this month of February. I see that there's a lot of excitement, a lot of passion and compassion, especially from those who may not have been supportive to you in the past, who may have questioned your ability to achieve this major goal, even if it's because it felt so out of reach even to them, if they put themselves in your shoes, because of how much climbing and challenge you had to overcome. But you did it, Aquarius, so congratulations. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Close your reading. Yep, climbing towards success. Couldn't have said it better myself. Climbing that ladder. For some of you, this could look very differently. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what your blessings are, but it looks to me like some of you may have been working towards an achievement, like a promotion, a change in career path. Maybe you had to go back to school and learn something. Maybe you were learning a new skill. Maybe you were elevating your musical abilities. Maybe you were learning a new instrument. It can be very different for each of you, but something big is happening here where you're finally being recognized for your skills being at a masterful level. Like you started from the bottom and now you're a master in whatever this area is that you've been working at. And you got the peacock. And through this process, you've been very humble, and you should continue to be. Just because you're being recognized and applauded doesn't mean you're going to feel any different than when you first started, because you're just like everyone else, or you see yourself just like everyone else. And that's what inspires people around you to realize that they could do the same thing too. It's almost like a sense of you being in a group environment, or in a family environment, or like in your community, the people you surround yourself with, you go to activities with, who were in a similar place to you and have seen your life evolve in such a significant fashion that they can't even wrap their heads around how you did it. But they see that it's authentic, that it's not made up, and that you've triumphed over every single obstacle that was put in your way. And so even though the odds were against you, you still did it. And this is such an inspiration to all of those around you. Yep. And like I said, you will be hearing news. You will be hearing very good news. So if you were waiting to hear, like, hey, will I be promoted? Hey, will I get that job? Will I qualify for that record deal? It's coming. The answer is a resounding yes. A resounding yes. And at the bottom, we have an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So whatever that endeavor is, maybe you're just trying to get better at manifesting your dreams, and you're practicing, with the button first before you try for the castle. Whatever it is you've been really working on for the past few years, at least for the past year, you're going to see a huge increase in your mastery of that subject matter. You're going to see rewards manifesting in the physical realm here, Aquarius. That is all that I have for you. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.